And we're on. Alright, there we go. So, start us off, Seth.
In the background, you kind of just hear casual eating. As the Kronos walks in to see Nøll was eating something.
Sir, my liege, I've been hearing noises coming from the... What are you doing?
Enjoying one of the few good things humans actually ever did.
And I assume that is...
Their food.
No, yeah, you've always mentioned that they did one thing right, and you never once, told me what it was.
Well, it's the different types of food they make. Anyway, before we get into this, I have to apologize. About last time. I don't know what got into me that day. I just felt being like trying to go stereotypic supervillain for a brief moment. I don't know why.
Yeah, I did find that strange. You're a lot more meticulous in your everything rather than being boastful through the risk of your thing.
Anyway, now that that's out of the way, what have you come to talk to me about, Kronos?
I've come to ask um about our trump card. The brothers, to be exact.
Ah, yes. The ones that could be quite easily messed up if cards are played right. There's a reason why I had you go get their father.
Indeed, I've also come with another thing that you have requested. An item of importance.
What is it?
Kronos pulls out a staff, the centerpiece being an hourglass, right in the middle of the staff
Oh,
itself.
I remember this. The traitor grabbed this and ran, and we haven't been able to find them since. Where did you encounter this?
To be frank with you, those plucky little legato rangers, they have really poor security.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially after what I managed to extract from Red here.
That's good. That is
You
good.
actually casually see him. He's also eating a burrito.
Hmm.
It was his idea to summon them.
Oh, but may I have one of those things, my lord?
That came through, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you watch as he literally snaps his fingers and one appears and floating in front of you.
Kronos takes a bite. What do I eat? I've never done this before.
Just enjoy the taste.
Kronos just kind of sits down with he's not even chewing, he's just tasting.
If you want to get more out of it, I recommend chewing it before swallowing.
He starts chewing.
Even though I know you don't need the energy.
He starts chewing.
It just tends to bring out the flavors more.
Kronos' expression changes from a somewhat mild-mannered and kind of afraid of Nøll to thinking. You can tell that Kronos is now thinking.
So, what is on your mind?
I haven't been able to think clearly since our last combat with the Rangers, which frankly has not been in a rather fine minute, as you would say. But I figured now, while the iron is hot, while the Phantom is working on that petty automotive vehicle, now would be the time to hurt the Dark Ranger where it hurts the most.
Well, I would agree, as the Dark Ranger's guard is down. At least more than compared to normal.
They may have prepared time, but that won't mean anything if everything falls apart immediately after. I do apologize if I took your spotlight, my lord. It will not happen again.
It is fine. I do not need it. Besides, I was rather entertained. Or, well, better words, amused by your actions.
Thank you, my lord. I do not wish to let you down again.
Believe me, you don't.
Hmm.
Unlike the traitor.
Noel looks at his burrito and as he's eating it, like, this needs something.
Hmm.
He
Try
gets
one of these. As you watch as multiple packs of different types of hot sauce just float in front of float around in front of Kronos.
Kronos looks
You're gonna
around.
have to you're gonna have to open them up.
He
It
cracks.
goes it goes from mild all the way to super spicy.
Hmm.
My opinion, I prefer the middle ground.
He pulls out a few sauces and like pulls out a few himself. Starts putting him in the burrito and takes a bite. That's it. That's it. Impromptu salsa.
Hmm. So, do you have any? I've come up with a very basic plan just to help weaken the Dark Ranger's mental state. You see, while his brother's done what he could to help heal it, let's slowly unravel that, as we do have the one thing that could easily shatter it within our arsenal.
Hmm. And that might be.
You remember Psycho Green, don't you?
Oh yes. It's been a good while since I've seen him around. Where in the void has he been?
All you have to do is look up,
Looks up.
and you see what looks like a small training area on what looks like a makeshift an upside down flat training area. Gravity is not consistent in the void. It is what Null wishes it to be. You see, Psycho Green is heavily training up there. You hear him angrily grunting with bitter anger,
Hmm.
and a bit of deranged raving
I
about
do.
how he'll kill Cal.
You don't believe we could send him out there, do you? I mean, I believe the Dark Ranger in his current state would be able to fend off Psycho Green before the Phantom Ranger joins him on his side.
Oh, that's not what we're going to use him for. You see, have you ever heard of the concept of hallucinations?
I I do believe in Reality 45B that someone started using that.
Well, I say basically use him, but don't let him actually go for the kill. Instead, make him taunt. Slowly weaken those mental defenses.
Whittle down the chain before it's easy to be broken.
Quite easily, too. Only thing is, you have to keep him on a tighter leash. Because I fear he's the highest risk of going rogue.
Hmm.
His
Under,
obsession is unhealthy.
understood. I'll keep him in check.
Just imagine if Nid showed up.
If who?
If Nid showed up.
Alright. Meanwhile, in about like 2.5 minutes later,
Hmm.
What would Cal be doing at this very moment?
Cal would honestly, okay, Cal, he's just kind of sitting, like down, with his like spear in between his legs, and he's just like kind of polishing it off, like off the tip of it, just trying to keep it nice and orderly, just humming to himself.
Like all of a sudden, Cal, you just for some reason you hear your father's voice whisper in your ears, "I should have killed you when I had the chance."
Just keep cleaning. That's all you have to do. Just keep cleaning.
All of a sudden, like for some reason, you see like almost see a reflection in like the reflection of the polished metal. You almost see your father's face, and you can't tell if this is your coin messing with you or if stress is getting to you.
Just coin. I swear, if you're starting this again, I'll do what I did the first time, and I won't use you until you're drained of all your power.
Bold of you to assume. Maybe this is just your head.
Maybe.
All of a
We'll
sudden,
see.
you see what looks like you see what looks like your father putting on what looks like a green psycho helmet.
Oh, that just makes you a target. That means that I can actually reach you. I can. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Boy, I'm beyond your reach at this point.
You might think so,
Silence.
father. But last time you had your hands on me, I was just but a boy.
Give me a sec, someone's calling me.
Like
Oh,
a. I don't practice sangria. Just his head goes quiet. I don't practice sangria. I ain't got no crystal ball. If I could.
in the meantime, we can talk about character stuff. I don't know what else to say before Seth gets back from the thing.
What have you guys been doing while I've been away? Because I feel like I've been sick. I wasn't there last session because I was just gone.
What have we been doing? We've been, uh, well, I'm pretty sure you're there for unfreezing time. You can see
Yeah,
we saved some children from hogs, hog people, boar people.
hmm, yeah. I'm pretty sure that where I left off was when you guys were dealing with, like, whenever we had to like turn into the what's it called, whenever we had to do the Megazord thing.
Oh yeah, we made a Megazord. We defeated the giant unfroze time. Now everything's back to normal. But apparently Nøll, uh, uh, yeah, apparently Kronos got in to the bunker. So now we know that's hardly safe at all. And not only took the staff that we
Sorry about
looted.
that, I'm back.
Congratulations. We're
What
talking
did I
about
miss?
we're talking about what he missed last time.
Okay. Anyway, so what was Cal saying before I had to go for a brief moment?
Cal was just saying that Cal was like, "Oh, Father, the last time you had your hands on me, I was just a boy. So much has changed. I can't wait for you to see the future."
A future you'll never see, boy. He's all of a sudden like he lunges at you, but instead of actually touching you, he phases through you.
I knew there
I
was
was,
something to
I
this.
was actually gonna say it's more like a like a glitch before you like your vision glitches before it just gone. Nothing has changed except for you.
Leaving you questioning if it happened at all. Or if your coin's fucking with you again.
Coin, I swear. If this is you just messing again, I will go insane.
Now if Nit was actually here right now, then we could transition to the hallucinations over onto Nit.
Hmm.
AKA Zane. It says he's not even online.
Yeah, no, he's at his grandpa's house.
Yeah. So I assume we cut back to our primary group of the episode.
Pretty much, I'm also going to say, like, throughout the time, for a while, these hallucinations will get worse and worse.
Yeah.
Or at least what you think are hallucinations. At least some really vivid hallucinations.
Meanwhile, again,
Back
I
over in the
guess.
void.
Yep.
You, like, just see what looks like... let me go! Let me go! Yeah, let me
You
go!
are not.
What?
No, stop it, stop it. I request that you stop.
You hear him give a growl.
You hear a growl from Kronos as well, but this one actually shakes the ground a bit.
How long do I have to wait before I can strike him down? You cannot keep me here forever. I will kill him.
It takes time.
Bastard has to die.
You need time to grow stronger. For now, we wish to whittle away at his sanity. Once all the other rangers are gone due to his hand, then you may take your vengeance. Do you understand? Or
You hear him let out a low grumble.
good.
Just be aware. I will act if I get the opportunity.
Nøll has a plan. If you do not wish to follow that plan, then I know what he can do. So please, calm yourself.
I should just hear low grumbling. I'm going back to training. If Noel finally gets the stones to actually attack, and then I'm freaking getting him, then you'll come get me.
He allows him to go back to training.
It's like you see Noel's partially in thought. I'm going to take a guess that he attempted.
He made an attempt, but I pulled him out before he could do any kind of damage.
Interesting. That may be beneficial, really. If you pull him out every time he pulls him out just before he can land a blow. It might irritate him, but it could lead to a mental breakdown.
I must agree.
Now, if find an opening on that phantom.
I do believe we will find one in due time. What was that thing that the lesser ones, what do you call the lesser ones, need in order to survive?
Food?
Faith? No. Faith. I believe is what you called it.
Ah, yes, faith. Weaken that faith and all things start to crumble.
For them, faith is limited. For you, you are all and nothing. Who am I to question eternity?
Though, I believe I may have scouted a new potential recruit.
From this timeline or another?
On this very timeline, surprisingly.
And who might it be?
You see, I've been keeping tabs on a strange event going on in the background with the mortals.
Explain?
I'm pretty sure you are aware of the war that's going on between the Mantonians and the Wastarians.
I am indeed sort of aware. Although,
Well, you see,
not entirely.
there's one who I believe may make a half-decent psycho yellow.
That
If the
is...
cards fall into place. You see, he is in one of the an old Wastarian general.
Okay.
You see, he was brutally injured during one of the battles. You see, I wish to add him to the forces. His tactical mind may come in very handy. Add the fact, I could heal him for a price, his servitude. Add the fact this man has great hatred for them. In fact, he was badly wounded trying to capture their princess, the last of the royal family. So if we just use a little bit of make a little honey pot, we should be able to get him on our side and offer him some good bait. He should be on our side quite easily. What is your opinion?
Hold on. I want to do a little thing. And just gotta find the image.
Also, if you want me to explain what they look like, I can.
Go ahead.
Okay. The Mantonians, they look like pretty much anthropomorphized mantises, though the species tends to lean heavily into the female side.
Because of the yes, I already know.
While the Wastarians, they're anthropomorphized wasp people. Not just any wasps. I'm talking about the big Asian hornet kind of wasp.
Like the actual ones that can and will kill you.
Yes.
All right.
Destroyer of beehives and stuff.
Kronos thinks about a moment in response with,
Except those
I've-
Wasp guys are more militaristic.
yeah, as I was saying, like, Noel thinks for, like, Kronos thinks for a moment, and he looks up at his creator, and responds, any help that we can gain will be a bounty for us. And just then a voice comes from the shadows, saying, yeah, I dig it.
Huh? Where'd that come from?
And when Noel turns, he sees a near pure black jester with white decals and a white mask, a goblet in his hands, full of some, you can't tell if it's wine or blood. It's like,
Really, it's you again?
yeah,
How many times
guilty.
have I told you to knock?
Hey, you know what I like doing? I like pissing you and everyone else off. Besides, wait until you see what's gonna be in the Psycho Green shower in like, oh, was it 45 minutes or an hour 45? Doesn't matter. Takes off his mask, revealing an empty abyss underneath, and just tosses the goblet into it before putting the mask back on. So Noli, guess what's happening in due time?
You got pregnant?
What? No, you know I don't have genitals.
Yeah, but I like to throw that one at you every time.
uh, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to take you off, but sometimes it's easy. Uh, here's a good hint. Mama's coming home. About your Yellow Ranger thing, I think I might have found like 5 other timelines you could probably mess around with. Here are the addresses. Gives you a bunch of cards. Like, I hope you have fun. Also, hey Kronos. Hello, sir. Who is this?
Just ignore him and he'll go away on his own.
You know I'm gonna come back. I always do. Anyways, oh yeah, we took the time. I need to go ding someone's doorbell today. I'll see you in a bit.
Actually, I have something for you if you're interested.
Then he turns and he just sees this massive ear.
How would you
What?
like to mess around with the Rangers?
Oh,
Just to annoy them for a whole day and get on their very nerves.
for a full 24 hours? That'll probably ruin. Heck yeah, that'll definitely ruin everything you're trying to do. Basically, any percent speed run it. I'll be able to get. Well, I hope you're able to speed run getting that Yellow Ranger because consider everything you wanted already done by the time that day's over. Seriously though, I do have to go ring a doorbell like 37 times before someone opened the door nice, and I give him like a good swift kick to the Scrogeelius. Anyways, see ya. He purposely falls on the side and you just hear him screaming.
Well, I'm sorry you had to see that, Kronos.
My lord, what did I just witness?
That was Benny.
Is he one of yours?
No. He's of the other one.
Oh.
You know her.
What what did he mean that she's coming home?
Let's just say there's a reason I don't talk about my family.
Primordials.
Yep.
Then you see Benny falling back off like, ah! Also package for you. Do you want it or not?
As pretty much a hole opens up beneath beneath Benny,
Yeah!
and the package just lands on Kronos' desk. I mean, on Noel's desk. As you watch as the hole seals up. Kronos,
Mhm.
take this somewhere safe and open it from a distance. I don't trust it.
The Kronos like picks it up, walks off, looks back, keeps walking, opens it, and nothing happens. Sir, you're going to want to look at this.
Bring it here.
He brings it over and shows it to you.
You
It is
see
a
Kronos look.
Hmm?
You see Kronos leaning. You see Noel just casually looking over.
it's a plaque,
Hmm.
and
Here I was expecting an explosion.
it reads as follows: To my darling Noel, this has been a rather fine short 2.5 minutes since I got my arm back. So far, I'm just a torso and a head. Bleh. But I decided to write you this with my own lack of two hands. I can tell you that gonna be coming back, but I'm gonna take a different approach. Besides, entering in from the most precious place in fiction is a wonderful technique, a wonderful tactic, a wonderful way. I hope to see you. I hope to see you soon. P.S. P.S. I left like 30 bean burritos for you in the fridge. You deserve it. Thank you for waiting so long for me. Signed, The Hiss.
With that, you just see Noel shiver slightly. I cannot escape that woman at all.
Are you married to her? Is she mother?
It's a lot more complicated than you think. Primordials defy all logic. No, she's just a crazy primordial who's been stalking me for millennia, for many cycles.
That seems problematic. Why would she do that? I mean, you're
They're
the
chaos incarnated.
Oh.
Also, meanwhile, you just hear Richard at home hearing the doorbell getting ring many times. All of a sudden, you hear Richard gets up and says, "Who the fuck is ringing this doorbell?" As he slams the door open.
And he really gets hit square in the groin.
Oh, right in the giblets.
And that's for being my mom the last time. You fucking piece of shit. And it cuts the credits.